That'll be the wind arriving. It's an alright spot, but there's not any flat spots, so I think I'm going to move in that direction. We've got a new mat to test out tonight. Listen to that rain, isn't it just soothing? Right, so today's setup and sleeping system, I have with me the Vango MTN F10. I brought that bad boy out as a few people have requested for me to bring it out to play, and we're also anticipating some strong winds around 40 to 50 miles per hour. I'm hoping I'm in a sheltered spot. After all, I've got the tarp up, but if it does get a bit gustier, I'll take the tarp down and then sit in the tent. It's got that geodesic design, so it's ideal for those wind speeds. Tonight's sleeping system, I have with me the Black Ice G700 sleeping bag. I'm still testing that out. This will be about its third or fourth outing, I can't remember. It's goes down, comfort -5, limit -10, and yeah, temperatures are to get down to around 2 Celsius tonight, so I'm expecting a very warm sleep. I'm also looking to do, pretty much a full review on it now. I'm hoping to see how well it doesn't bleed. I've had a lot of down bags in the past and feathers go everywhere. So far, no issues with that bag, neither does the Zips Snag. I've got a new sleeping mat to try out, the Xped Down Mat Light 5M. The R value on that's 3.8, but I'll do a longer review on that tomorrow because it's the first time I'm trying it, so I'll give you an idea. I'll let you know in the morning just how comfortable it is and just how warm it was. And I've got my 2 closed cell foam mats and my Trichology pillow and flannel pillow, so going for comfort. So in this little adventure, we're off out at Loch Acre, sort of all where it began. Many of you will be aware of this spot, the famous Storm Corrie video where I literally woke up in the loch. Looks like the winds are picking up. Here's hoping that the tarp can stand up to the task. If not, it's into the tent. We're not expecting as much rainfall as we did in the Storm Corrie experience. There's no flood warnings, just wind warnings. So Loch Acre, it's about 10 minutes north of Aberfoyle and about 15 minutes west of Callander, both towns seen as the gateway to the Trossachs National Park. It's famous for, very popular spot for fishermen and fisherwomen. It's known for its brown trout. It's popular for its walkers as there is a superabundance of paths and walkways and trails that you can take. Well known for its hikers. You get Ben Ann and Vanu, and maniacs like myself who enjoy camping in extreme weather. But yeah, really looking forward to tonight's camp. It's my first solo camp in a while, so here's hoping that I don't wake up in the loch again, and here's hoping that the tarp can stay up the whole night, because I really do want a nice warm fire. The rain did arrive much earlier than expected, which was a shame because I ended up getting pretty wet and my down jacket's all wet as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yeah, the wind and the rain is really starting to ramp up. There's puddles forming everywhere, but I don't think the water's coming in. Unlike Storm Corrie, there was sustained rainfall for about 16 hours. Today we're expecting sustained rainfall for around 8 hours. So I'm hoping I'm going to be okay. If I notice that the water's coming in, I'll do two things. One, move the tent back, or two, bail. I'll keep a close eye on it. Not looking good. Puddles are forming everywhere. I think I'm going to have to reposition the tent over there. So just check the forecast again there. The rain's to pass in the evening, followed by some showers. That could turn wintry, but we're quite low lying here, so I doubt we'll get any snow. And then it's to clear up during midnight. So yeah, I'm not expecting the water to come in too much. I don't think it's come in at all yet, but that's a situation that I'll need to monitor. With Storm Corrie, the rain started around 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and persisted right through to 10 o'clock the following day. And it wasn't until around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, the banks just burst and flooded the place. So yeah, I reckon I should be alright. A bit daft on my end, camping this close to the loch, but so far so good. It's around 4 o'clock in the evening, and that's it, starting to get dark now. The rain subsided, so I was getting myself worked up over nothing. After checking the forecast, it's looking good. It's to be dry pretty much all night after midnight, and between like 8 and midnight it's just showers, so there will be drier interludes. It's saying that the winds to pick up between 8 and midnight. We're looking at gusts of 50 miles per hour, but looking at the forecast, it's saying right now we're looking at gusts around 30-35 miles per hour. So it looks like I'm in a little sheltered spot, what with the surrounding mountains, surrounding hills and the trees. When I was in Storm Corrie and the strong winds were forecasted, I didn't really get anything down here. You could hear it at the tops of the trees. Right now, you can't even hear it at the top of the trees. So I'm just enjoying the fire. I'm now nice and warm. I was really wet and cold earlier, but now I'm really nice and warm. And I'm just looking down this loch, and it's that ambient grey colour that's really doing it for me. So this is the first solo camp that I've truly enjoyed in a long time. I've done a couple of solo camps recently. One I failed to complete, one I didn't really enjoy, but this one I'm having the absolute time of my life. So looking forward to the morning where I'll be doing a rundown on the entire trip, the new mat, and good news, we have a tent giveaway happening in the morning as well, so stay tuned guys. A lot of you are probably wondering, what does Monty get up to when he's trapped in a tent during the heavy rain? Well, I read. What better way to introduce today's sponsors, Readly. If you're wondering who Readly is an online magazine subscription that gives you access up to 5,000 magazines. Now, I only promote material that would benefit us, and that's where Readly comes into the equation. There's not much you can do in the pouring rain when you're trapped in a tent, but that's where Readly come to the rescue by offering you some of your favourite topics on your phone. One of my favourite magazines is the camping magazines. They offer some good advice, they've got some good reviews on tents, And me personally, I'm also looking to get back into the campsite camping for nostalgic reasons. Other magazines that I delve into are the vegetarian magazines, because I'm vegetarian and I'm looking for a lot of new recipes to try out, and the retro gaming. And for those who don't know, I'm a massive Sonic the Hedgehog fan, and they've even got content on Sonic the Hedgehog. There's many benefits to Readly. You no longer have to carry in books, therefore saving weight. There's plenty of topics to navigate through, and you can browse on offline mode, meaning when you're trapped in the middle of nowhere with no signal, like today, jackpot hit, you can still access your favourite magazines whilst out camping. Now, the app is super easy to sign up and really easy to navigate through. So what I'll do, given the abundance of features and topics it has at helm, what I'll do is I'll pop the link into the comment section and description box, and if you click on that link, you will get 2 months free, and then it's only £9.99 a month after that. And don't worry, you can cancel at any time. Are you going to sign up to Readly? Let me know in the comment section, guys. So I might have to take this tarp down, otherwise it may blow away. Credit where it's due though, it's putting in one hell of a performance. You can really hear the winds now, especially in the distance and on top of the trees. The tarp's doing a fantastic job so far, but whether it will last the night is another question. I don't think it will, but I'm going to ride it out in the meantime. I want to get the last of this fire. I want to be nice and warm before I get in the tent. So that's me now in the tent. It is absolutely wild out there. I was checking the tarp to see how taut it was, and then one almighty gust just came and took the tarp away. Well, it didn't fly away, I was able to catch the tarp, but it just took it apart. Thankfully it wasn't raining at the time, so I was able to get everything in the tent, and now I'm all organised. But it is wild. I've had to guide the tent down as well, because the winds are around, I would say, 40 miles per hour, and they are picking up. Now, unlike Storm Corrie, where the winds didn't really hit me, I'm not as sheltered this time round, as the tent truly is being hit by these winds. So it's going to be an interesting night. I've had to guide down the tent as well. but I'm nice and cosy inside. I've got my contingency plan in place, and I have to say, this tent's inner, it's like a sauna sitting in it. Now the Vango Mirage, I don't recall being this warm, and it was in similar temperatures when I was out in Storm Corrie, again around 2 to 4 Celsius that night. But sitting in the tent right now, it is warm. So really impressed with how well the inner traps the heat. I think it's thicker than the Vango Mirage. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it is thicker. I'm thinking it's time for some food. Well, that's annoying. One of the eggs has burst. Well, the plan is to make an omelette with red pepper, tomato, green chilli, cheese, veggie sausages and jalapenos. Oh man, I cannot wait for this. Trying to cook in a storm. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to pan out. You know something? That looks like something your dog would throw up. However, it was tasty and it's kept me nice and warm. But I am firmly aware that within the camping community, I'm going to have a reputation as a bad cook. My feet are starting to become a little cold, so I'm going to put on my down slippers. These bad boys really are game changers. So that's me just heading to bed. There's not really much I can do with this video, given that I'm pretty much trapped in this tent trying to shield and protect myself from the wind, which is gusty. It has moved the tent is shaking like a madman at times, and that just gives you an idea how just powerful the wind is out there when this fully geodesic tent is moving about the place. But it's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm just going to hit the hay. So what I'm hoping to do in the morning is get some drone footage, do a rundown with how the gear got on, get some more general footage, and then do a little tent giveaway. So hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. So all that panic over nothing. The place is bone dry. Unlike my Storm Corrie experience, the entire place was flooded. It was that badly flooded. As soon as I got out my tent, I went for a swim. So good morning everyone. Great sleep last night. Fell asleep about 11:30. Woke up about 7:30. Did get a few interrupted sleeps. Woke up during the night, but the weather had long subsided, but woke up to these amazing views. So another benefit to this tent is that it's a freestanding inner only. So yeah, for those warm summer nights, this would do the job perfectly. So how did this sleeping bag get on the Black Ice G700? I was really cold going into my sleeping bag, but within about an hour I was nice and toasty. So it's about the third or fourth use now, and I'm really impressed with it. You don't wake up to any downfires anywhere, the zips don't snag, and I've had it down to -2 and I was nice and warm. And in these temperatures, it's around 2, 3, 4 Celsius. Again, it does the job. Well, if it does the job at -2, it would at these temperatures. But really impressed given that I went into the bag relatively cold. But today's man of the match is this bad boy here, the X-Ped Downmat Lite 5. Now, this would be the third X-Ped that I've been out on, and I've found them all to be exceptionally comfortable, especially this one. This has probably been the most comfortable mat that I've slept on to date. Now, it's 5 centimetres thick, it's got an R value of 3.8. On Blacks, where I purchased this item, it said 4.2, but I had to go into the X-Ped website and they confirmed it as 3.8. It weighs in at 645 grams, and it also comes with a 5-year warranty. This mat is also nice and warm, and I felt like it did a better job than the Thermarest Neoair X Lite. Time to pack up and go home. Remember, leave no trace. And coming up next is the tent giveaway. So that was a fun little wild camping experience. A big shout out to the X-Ped Downmat Lite 5 and the Vango MTN F10. I mean, the Vango MTN F10 was taking some wins, some hits, but the thing wasn't budging. The walls were caving in, but I didn't have any extra guy ropes to guy the walls out. Anyway, today's giveaway. If you fancy the chance to win an OEX Fox 1, that's the OEX Fox 1, all you have to do is pop into the comment section, drop a comment saying #wildcamping, that's #wildcamping, and you can be in with the chance to win an OEX Fox 1. And finally, if you guys enjoyed the content, I would super appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. I wouldn't mind hitting the 10,000 subscriber mark. What an achievement that would have been, all thanks to you guys. So I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, drop the comment, and also hit the like button. So I'll take care of you all, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.